I'm so excited. I'm here in New York City at Lincoln Center for the Joffrey Mavericks of American Dance movie premiere. It's a really, really exciting day. I'm going to interview the director and some of the cast members, and I get to see the film. So come join me. Check it out.
I mean, it was tense. It was stressful.
Some of us were like, well, what am I doing here? Flitting around on my toes.
It was a political feeling to go to the Joffrey. It felt kind of dangerous.
I'm here with the iconic Christian Holder. Yes, iconic. You've heard that before, I'm sure. How do you feel now that the movie has been released and it's out? How are you feeling?
It's a life experience, and it's so, because at the time, in my years of 66 to 79, you're just doing your thing, you know, and then to look back and see it as history, and it's been captured so beautifully in the film, and footage that I didn't know existed, you know, from the early days before me, you know, and it's a privilege. We were able to go and touch people emotionally, people who had never seen ballet, you know, people in the Midwest. You know, they'd never gone to see ballet. When I was teaching in New York, you know, someone would come and say, "Oh, Mr. Holder, my mother saw you, and this is why I'm dancing today, because she was inspired before she saw you." Like, yes, it was all worthwhile, all of it. The pain, the joy, the ecstasy, the injuries, you know, everything was worth it.
I think it's been a long time coming. I think these men have deserved the recognition for many, many years.
The story has been told like in such an incredible way. Like, this is the real deal. So now people who had questions or didn't really know, now they know. And how has it influenced you in your career thereafter?
They've influenced my life, period. End of sentence. I've known them since I was 17. They were a part of my life when they were alive. They still are a part of my life now because I teach. I'm in a dance studio 6 days out of 7. And they're with me.
How did you choose what to put in this movie?
Making a film like this is very subjective. So, you know, I'm choosing certain ballets, I'm choosing certain characters to be in the film. If, you know, 100 filmmakers would do it a totally different way. You know, I'm a very political person, so maybe I emphasize the piece about the war and Trinity and the Green Table maybe more than other people would, but that's, you know, that's my subjective way of making a film. I don't believe in objectivity, so everything's sort of subjective. So the choices were, you know, what I thought were the most significant ballets that told the story, and some representatives of each of the different eras of the Joffrey. One thing I learned making the film is there seemed to be about 4 distinct eras of the Joffrey, including today's era. So I picked, you know, certain people that represented each of those eras. The other thing was I was careful not to overpopulate the film with too many people.
For me, it's a very important documentary, and I'm really forever grateful to Bob Hercules for making the film. When I've met people all in every state, for a lot of people, their first introduction to ballet was with the Joffrey Ballet. So I think that it's really of its time that this film is now being premiered here and across the country, and I'm really glad that someone has told the story.